An oxidation reduction redox reaction is a type of chemical reaction that involves the transfer of electrons between two species. An oxidation reduction reaction is any chemical reaction in which the oxidation number of a molecule, atom, or ion changes by gaining or losing an electron. Redox reactions are common and vital to some of the basic functions of life, including photosynthesis, breathing, combustion, and corrosing or roasting. The cells that analyzes the state of drunkenness in the person is elaborated with the reader chemics that retain the alcohol when passing the breath through it. This reaction is spontaneously and it is obtained as final product acetic acid. In acid medium, the alcohol yields electrons, it is oxidated and the chromium gains electrons, it reducing generating the change of coloration from yellow-orange to green.
Understand what is a redox reaction. Observe, record, and be able to write semi-reactions. Analyze the operation of a breathalyzer. Table, we can combine substances and appreciate the change of color as well as the addition of VTB or starch. The starch is an indicator that goes blue when reacts with two I negatives that oxidizes to form I2. For the breathalyzer, we needed to do the process very quickly because the substance was needed to be hot, so we could put the air on it and see how it reacts. To turn on the LED, all the elements and wires should be well connected to function. Different combinations of compounds indicate a change in color that was expected, as well as a mixture of silicon, dichromate of potassium, and acid sulfuric show us the simulation of the breath of lung with the help of the balloon. We didn't expect the reaction to be so aggressive and fast. It even got us work to clean the test tube. The cell voltage indicates whether the reaction is spontaneous or not.
Electrolysis process that separates the elements of a compound by means of electricity. Certain substances are conductors of electricity at the same time as they decompose when the electric current passes. These substances are called electrolytes. This phenomenon is called electrolysis and is basically a process of oxidation, reduction that develops not spontaneously.
Carry out the electrolysis of some solutions. Interpret the observations made in terms of the chemical reactions that happen in the experiment. The electrochemistry is dedicated to the study of electric current and the effect on chemical reactions, and inside the laboratory we could account for the experience in that process that is carried out, such as the anode and the cathode is involved in the salvage and the voltmeter. It is possible to observe the oxidation and reduction of the compounds and the conductivity they have, achieving the lead lining by a series circuit. A solution conducts current when positive and negative ions are randomly dissolved in it. Pure water doesn't have enough ions, but when you add HCl, you add a strong electrolyte, so after the addition, solution can contain electricity very well. To increase the conductivity of water, a few drops of sulfuric acid is added. Being a strong acid, it can ionize completely to release H plus ions. These H plus ions are responsible for the conduction of electricity. Practice let us see how oxidation reduction reactions work and hand-in-hand substances can produce energy with electrolysis. Basically, transformations that imply an increase in free energy of the system.
Doing the oxidation reduction reaction allow us to see how certain mechanisms work that have a source of energy, the change of ions between compounds, in addition to learning to measure the impact of the environment in certain elements which are exposed to them and suffer chemical and physical changes such as oxidation. Also, this kind of experiment allows us to see how an anode and cathode work together by getting involved with that reagent and verifying which solutions and current conductors. In the same way, compare how the ions are keep moving and the elements share them to balance the solution.